Hello, and in this video we'll be discussing on how to create a crawler and then run a query in Athena from that crawler. So in order to do this, we need to go to the AWS Glue console. Select crawler and select add crawler. Another thing you can see is that I already downloaded some data from Kaggle and stored it into an S3 bucket, which we can find here. And underneath Glue example. Basically, all I did was download a CSV file of car sales. So we'll go back to the AWS Glue console, add a crawler name. So I'll just call this Glue Crawler example. Here you can add your tags. I'll just add a name. I'll say Glue example. Description. This is an example. Security, we won't have any security this time. Grouping behavior, we won't worry about that at this point in time either. This is just showing you how to create a simple crawler. Choose where your data is stored. As you can see, it is stored in S3. We will include the path to that S3 bucket, which will scroll down, find Glue example, and select it. Here we can also see that it has car sales CSV in it, and we will select that. We will not exclude any parameters. We just want everything out of that bucket. We do not want to add another data source. We're just crawling the S3 bucket. We'll choose an existing role. It comes with a default service role. We will just use that for right now. In subsequent videos, I'll show you what the policies look like and how to create those roles. Run frequency, we'll just have it on demand. This is where you can also have it run hourly, daily, Tuesdays, whatever you want. Right now, we'll just make it so it's manual. We'll add a new database to this, and I'll call this Glue example, crawler example. Description, if you wanted to. Get that database. And when we're done, everything looks good. We'll say finished. We'll go to my crawler example, and basically we'll click run crawler. Then now we can see it starting up. I will pause the video and wait for this to be completed. Once it is completed, I will show you what this looks like inside the tables and databases, and then also run a query against this crawler in Athena. Okay, the crawler has been running. As you can see, it took 58 seconds. We can also see that there's now a log file. Basically, there is an error. The logs would capture that error. So now if we go over to Athena, we can see inside of this that there is a database called crawler example, which I created in the Glue console here. And inside that, there's a table called Glue example. And it basically gave us the metadata for that S3 bucket. And these are the column names inside of that table. We have, and also the data type. So if we go back to Athena, now if we do a simple select star Glue example, and we'll just limit this to 20. Run that. We'll be able to see the table and what it contains. That concludes this lecture on how to run a crawler. On the next lecture, we will go through how to set up the permissions in order to run the ETL jobs and dev endpoints. Thank you.